it's rather sad because from a country wherein a lot of people are very caring, but the reality is people are actually suffering in poverty. Thank you.
What can you say about the poverty there?
Well, compared to Canada, it's a lot less poverty than in the Philippines.
Then what can you say about the poverty here in the Philippines?
It's a lot more than Canada.
Can you say, can you compare it to the kids there in education in Canada and the Philippines?
Well, in Canada, there's free education, and in the Philippines, I know people have to pay for their education. So more kids in Canada have the opportunity to get educated.
We need to help the poor.
Because by helping the poor, we'll be helping the economy.
Why do we need to help the poor?
Because they need to go back to school and live.
Poverty is a very common problem nowadays, not just in the Philippines but in the whole world. Here in the Philippines, poverty is spreading fast. Children and even adults is suffering from malnutrition that may somehow lead to death. Definitely a cause of lack of education, lack of nutrition, location, racial and gender discrimination, economic shift, and family problems. All I can say is that the president should take action in this, and government seems not to care about the poor people and also the sake of children.
Poverty is like a punishment for a crime you didn't commit. We woke up again in the glory of God, celebrating the gift of life. We are so blessed with so many things that we definitely have to thank for. Have you looked around today behind yourself? Are you aware that someone woke up today as well weak, and some even dying out of hunger and thirst? Poverty is killing a lot of people every year. Though there are those kids suffering from schistosomiasis living in slum areas, those babies who died from pneumonia because they do not have warm shelter to spend the cold nights and rain, and those old people who were abandoned by their children because they cannot take full responsibility for their parents anymore. Why is this tragedy happening? Who is the one to blame? Pause for a moment and feel the injustice. It is indeed painful to see this happening in our very own country, the Philippines, and not only in the Philippines but also the world. When faced with this reality, it is clear that we have a great challenge ahead of us. We Filipinos are not people who cringe away from difficulties. We are hardworking, determined, caring people who will eliminate poverty from our society. In times like this, we must unite and put our petty problems and differences aside. We must raise our voices in unison and demand change. Change of the current institution which aren't working as they're supposed to. Change of our government who isn't making the hard choices or even the right choices to help transform our society. But most importantly, we must change our attitudes. Eliminating poverty is too big a problem for just a minority for us to be troubled with. There is strength in numbers, and all of us must work together to make the change we need a reality. In the past, we have shown unwavering resolve when it comes to building a better society. They worked hard in the country and later moved in the city in search for a better tomorrow. We have come a long way from the awful living conditions in the countryside in the urban slums. Now, we must also help shape a future where there is equality and liberty for all Filipinos. Liberty to live a life without hardships, suffering, adversity, or insecurity. We are motivated, educated, caring, community-oriented people who must make the difference and be the change we need. We must take an action and pressure our government, corporations, industries, private capital, everyone who can be our ally in this fight against poverty. when an economic structure, a model of development isn't working for all of us. It is our duty to demand change. I want to leave you with one final quote that said by a very famous revolutionary: be the change that you want to see in the world. Thank you.